Alright, well, it is Tuesday today. We are talking about how do I care for the chickens during these wintry weather. Well, today we got like 3 inches of snow. Not today, but like the other day, we did get about 3 inches of snow. You can tell by how much snow is visible. And today I'm going to show you some tips and tricks for caring for your chickens in this snow. We're going to go over all the basics and everything in between. So be sure to stick around and like and subscribe. Let's go. The first thing you gotta understand is your chickens will be spending a bit more time in the coop more than anything else because they don't really want to go outside. Let's count them real quick, just for the sake of it. We got everyone. Yep. So when winter weather like this arrives around the horizon, it's over the horizon. Well, take a look at this. This is all you really need: a waterer. And I would definitely recommend an automatic door if you haven't already put one in there. If you want, I could do an installation video soon, but that would be a bit more complicated, and I probably won't be able to keep it. Now, as for the coop, you don't need to make any specific modifications. Ventilation, that's one good thing though. Ventilation does help regulate temperatures. Now, I will say, don't use a space heater if you want to heat your coop. Use something known as a heat lamp. If you know how to install it properly, you want to keep it away from your chickens and also keep it away from the shavings. Those are the tips for installing heat lamps. Now the next thing we got is shoveling the outside of the coop. And I'm going to show you what you can do for this. So you're going to take a shovel. Any size will do. It can be like this, could be smaller, could be bigger. As long as it can shovel some snow, you'll be good. And what you're going to start is find the area where your chickens get out and shovel that first. So the ramp would be my first target destination. And what you want to do is you want to put your shovel on the grass. And as long as it's not too icy, just begin shoveling. Now, you're not going to get every single inch of the snow off of the grass, but this is an example, so I'm not going to really do a lot here. So you're going to shovel it around. And you want to shovel a path into their main area. If you want to find another area they like, you should keep note of this right before the winter storm hits. And you're going to want to this is another area they like. Then you want to shovel around the area where they have their food at usually. So it's usually right by the coop. Because most people keep the exterior food by the coop. You want to keep it, you want to keep most of the food in the coop, but you also want to keep it out of the coop for a good while as well. Now that I showed you the basics of snow shoveling in the chicken yard, now it's time to go a little bit more advanced with that. If it looks like the snow will stick for a while, which in 2022, yeah, we had snow that fell in early January. We got like a foot of snow in January, and that snow didn't melt off until early April. And what we did was we put some, not early April, early March. We've never had snow that lasted that long. But like we would put like shavings on the snow, but only if the snow is going to be on the ground for more than a week. If it's going to be on the ground for like 2 days before a big old-fashioned rainstorm moves in, then it's not really necessary to put shavings because the chickens can handle a couple days inside. Now, you also want to keep in mind that some chickens are more adventurous than others. Some are built more made for this type of weather than others. You'll notice certain breeds of chickens will decide they're going to be more adventurous than other breeds might decide they want to be. So keep that in mind when you're selecting chicken breeds as well. If you live in a wintry area, my top 3 recommendations are what they always are: Buff Orpington, Barred Rock, Easter Egger. All of them are really good at sustaining that internal body temperature, which for chickens is like what, 105, 106 degrees. I don't know that one off the top of my head, but I'll probably know it when I Google it for the sake of this video. Now, bringing them food is quite simple. You want to shovel a path out to their yard, but if it's a lot of snow, you can snowblow. That's a cheat code you could use. As long as you find a way to get into their yard to get the snowblower in there, be my guest. You don't have to use a shovel. Now, you want to get a path out there so you don't get your shoes wet. Because if you have a really wet snow like what we have out here, it's about 34 degrees. So this is ridiculously wet, and it's like really, like when you step on it, oh, it's going to be really cold, miserable. So that's one thing you got to keep in mind, is the temperature of the snow too. And you want to get that path out there, and that's for food and water. You want to take that water out there, you want to put it into the coop like so, and you're just going to want to put the food in there too. You do want to leave some outside of the coop just in case a chicken gets trapped out there. But then I'll show you what to do for the evening. It's the evening hours, and you finally get outside in your freshly powdered snow. Let's just say you got 8 inches of premium powder. This is like, if snow had subscription plans, this would be the free version. The snow that we got a couple weeks ago would be like the mid-grade version. And that winter storm we got in 2022 would be the premium plus package. And the 2013 blizzard will be the absolute maximum. That was like 50 inches of snow, if I remember correctly. Now you want to get out there, let's just say you got the 8 inches of fresh powder. You want to maybe just wear some boots, because who wants to get outside and actually use their snowblower at night? No one in their right mind would. So you want to check around the coop first, because some chickens might get out. Check their usual hiding areas, check their usual areas around the coop. Check outside of the yard too, because sometimes some snow mounds, and if it drifts enough and then it freezing rains, which it's very uncommon because drifty snow is like 20 degrees, freezing rain's like 31, 32 degrees. If that happens, then so be it. The chicken flies over the yard, go get it. Then you want to count them once you got everyone done. And you want to double count them, because sometimes you'll count 2 chickens as one, or you might skip a chicken because you just want to get out there. Then you want to keep the food and water in there, and you want to replace it for the morning. But you want to take the ones that are outside of the coop into the area where you normally store your food and water. Now, if this video was helpful, I'm very glad it helped you a bit, because looks like there's not going to be any winter storms here for a while. It's a nice little goodbye to the snow for a good while. Anyways, be sure to click the video on the screen, guys. I am leaving here right now. It's cold out here, man. I know what else to say. It's like 19 degrees. Anyways, I'm out. Subscribe.